Hey guys, Itzshaggy YouTube here, and in today's video we're gonna be redoing episode 3 on the Solid Cruiser gameplay, and we're gonna be talking a little bit about when you should fire, specifically when you should fire armor piercing. And I figured what better of a ship to do it than Edinburgh. I've already done this video once, so if you have seen that video, I apologize. But I did not like the way it came out, so I went ahead and deleted that video, and this video is going to be replacing it because that video I watched it came out like shit, so I apologize. But anyways, real quick, we're going to be talking about this map. Okay, B spawn's the most important. Okay, if you're in a battleship and you spawn over here, it's easy. Put your sides against the island, facing C, and your ass facing B. Nothing can mean your ass facing A, or vice versa. It is one of those things. You got the broadsides of every single ship in the game. Do not abandon B, and do not complain about the B spawn one more time. It is the best spawn on this map. So, yeah. Stop complaining about it. I don't want to hear it. But anyways, so the split for Vika here. This would be a perfect time to swap to HE if I could even hit the little bastard. But you see that he's playing very, very smart. What's that mean? He knows I don't overmatch him, so he's angling. If he would have stayed broadside, I would have chewed that little bastard apart. So I aim high, try to go up into a superstructure, but it gets taken out there, so I really need to. Okay, you see all these ships ahead of me on the map? None of them overmatch me. So I sit here and go dark. I want to take shots at the Lena so bad, but I don't. Why is that? Because I am trying to take this objective. Now you see this Alabama coming around next corner. I make the play here to go for A to avoid getting spotted. The bulk of their force is going to wrap around and go for C. I can already see that. Yes, I could have turned around and, went to try to help C. But the thing is I can't kill the people at sea. Well, sink the people at sea immediately. We got a battleship over there trying to hold out as long as it possibly can. So that battleship is really the lifeline of the team right now, me and him. Because I've recognized that this side is really weak. So if I can get in here before their other battleship does, guess what? I'm not going to. Would I have fired there even if I had HE? Okay, he's angling in and he's going out. Why am I not trying to hit him? Because he's not a threat to my team at this point. He's running away. which means he's not scared to my team. So you see me angle in here. I'm praying that Flounders don't shoot me, but you know, I angle in just in case they were gonna shoot me, which they do. I find it a better target for me to angle in toward the people I know are shooting at me, rather than staying angled to the person that hasn't been shooting me basically the entire match. So here I'm looking at the map. Okay, the other battleship's about midway. I don't know when the last time it was spotted, but I come in and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take my ship and I'm going to angle toward the Nagato just in case I get spotted. But then the Kansas shows up and I'm like, oh shit. This is not what I wanted to happen. I'm in the middle of a crossfire between a Kansas and a Nagato. So, see there, I'm trying to angle my ship out so this Kansas does what it does, which is take a shot at me so he doesn't shoot at my team. I don't want him to, shoot at my team. So you see here, still watching his guns, but I know that Negato's over there, so I shoot just in case. I shoot torpedoes just in case it's coming in. And then I try to go for upper deck superstructure, and I just turn out while I still could, and trying to bow tank the Nagato, keep my ass toward the Kansas, shit like that. I know that Nagato's been shooting at me all match, so I don't want to give him an easy target. See what I mean? But that was a pretty nasty salvo. Luckily, it could have been 10 times worse, but that's the Nagato. But where he's been shooting at me, you saw me turn my ass to him right there. Where he's been shooting at me the entire match, situational awareness. He's spamming the comm wheel right now. His Nagato probably knows me. I think he knows me. That's why I looked at the wheel right there. His Nagato knows me. He knows I'm a situational player. I try to put my ship where I am needed. I am needed back at B, because this Massachusetts, which is my friend, that's been holding B for the entire match, needs me to get my butt back over there. I did everything I could on the A side. The Kansas, he's going to be out of play for at least 2 minutes, if not more, just to get around that island, because he took the quote-unquote potato route. So I let him start stupid around that island. He goes down anyways, so I ain't gotta worry about him getting up on my broadside. And this Alabama makes the right decision to go to HE. He obviously knows he can't overmatch my ship. So him trying to go to HE is what's gonna force me to make some of the decisions that I do. Like right there, I made the decision go broadside because he's only been firing the HE at me. If that was an AP salvo, he could have easily dare struck me right there. So I launch my torpedoes, still trying to get him to only be focused on me. I do not want him to be shooting at my battleship. Why is that? Because he needs support right now, and he obviously knows what he's doing in terms of, keeping the team alive and keeping the team kicking. So I used my really fast rudder. I went around, tried to torpedo him, but our Massachusetts killed him. So here, I go in a game chat, I'm telling my buddy, like, look, the Ian Bird doesn't like to stop. I'm gonna need you to come at me. What I should have did was go in full throttle and put it in full reverse immediately once I slammed the island. That was a mistake on my part, but it is what it is. So anyways, you see me backing up right here. I'm trying to keep tabs on this Nagata to see where he is. And I'm sitting here waiting on him. As soon as we get contested, I know exactly where he is. So you see me trying to angle the butt of my ship in right now. Why is that? He doesn't overmatch me. Okay. So I'm waiting for him. And there he is right there. So I shoot him just for the reset basically. And my plan is to have him shoot at me. But he shoots at my Massachusetts. Not what I wanted to happen. So I turn around and I'm like, okay, if he's focused on my Massachusetts, I can come up and torpedo rush his ass. No problem. But up here make a mistake, and you'll see what that is in just a second. Right here. I bumped my buddy, and that just got him killed. He was angled on the map, if you would have looked. But when I bumped him, it brought him just past that point that you bounce shells from Japanese ships. If they're not sure shots, like American armor-piercing shells. So here he does something I don't think he was going to, which was sit there and hold his fire until he got that perfect shot on me. I didn't think he was going to do that, but it's what it is. Anyways, I hope this helped you guys. I really do. It's one of them battles that, there's some teaching moments from what to do and what not to do. When to fire armor piercing, when not to fire armor piercing. Stuff like that. Anyways. Bottom line is, the sonar and the radar on your cruiser are your best friend. Okay? Running away from caps immediately is never how you want to play in any ship, let alone a very solid cruiser. There is a time to push. With every ship, there is a time to kite. Especially with cruisers. Cruisers are so good at doing it. If your team is abandoning a flank and leave you alone, do you think you should follow them? Hell no, doing that will just throw your team the game. 1000% if you run away from your flank, even when people bending you, you're gonna lose. You just put your team in a crossfire. That's on you. What do you do when your team abandons you? You want to hold your side as long as you possibly can. If that means kiting or whatever, go ahead and kite. Does that mean you should kite from the very beginning to the very end of the match? Hell no. People are going to realize what you're doing. Stop firing at you. And then your whole kitey bullshit isn't going to work. Is it? No, it's not. You want to be unpredictable, especially in your cruisers. You want to turn your ship to the left. You want to turn it to the right. You want to play with your throttle. Stuff like that. You don't always want to do the same thing, because then you're predictable. In your cruiser, you definitely don't want to do the same thing. Same thing with the battleship, but especially with the cruiser. There's a time to push and a time to hold. Okay? Understand that, and you will definitely win more matches. You will definitely be able to carry your team more often than not. Target priority 1, destroyers. Get the destroyers out. That's your job. Get the cruisers out. Then focus on the battleships. If everything that counters you easy is out, you win. That's simple.